At 9:40 in the morning of the 26th of December 2004, a tidal wave hit the beaches of Koh Rasha. It had taken an hour and a half to reach Thailand, triggered by an underwater earthquake in the Indian Ocean off the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Measuring 9.2 on the Richter scale, it was one of the 4 strongest ever recorded. The quake was in a friction zone between the Indo-Australian and Eurasian tectonic plates, 30 kilometers down. The colossal energy release was equivalent to 30,000 Hiroshima bombs, raising a huge zone of the seafloor by 20 meters and moving an equivalent mass of water, which proceeded to race unchecked across the ocean, gathering speed as it went, reaching 800 kilometers per hour and producing gigantic waves 35 meters high. The waves hit the shoreline with virtually no warning. Such was their power, the waters were forced as far as 2 kilometers inland in places, sweeping everything in their path away. The effects were felt as far away as the East African coast, but Asia was the worst affected. In total, 230,000 people lost their lives or went missing, with Indonesia the worst hit, notably in the province of Banda Aceh. 40,000 died in Sri Lanka, 18,000 in India and 8,000 in Thailand. It was the height of the Christmas holiday season, and coastal resorts were packed with many foreigners, making the disaster a global one. 2,500 died in what should have been paradise, but which became a graveyard for entire families. It was horrible, I can't even describe it. We were in the club and it was completely destroyed. All the bedrooms were flooded, and there were dead bodies and people being swept away. Impossible. The disaster gained its unprecedented impact from the sheer scale of the destruction, the pictures in the media, and the time of year it took place, but also from the massive response from ordinary people in the West who donated generously. Writer Naomi Klein's 2007 book, The Shock Doctrine, estimates nearly 10 billion euros had been collected by non-governmental organizations just 6 months after the disaster. The World Bank said humanitarian aid would cost 3.8 billion euros. But the NGOs took a long time to spend this unexpected sum, and much of it was eaten up by other disasters.